It is 3 a.m. The house is quiet. The world is asleep. But you are wide awake. Your body is still, but your mind is running a marathon. You are replaying a conversation from 3 years ago, analyzing what you should have said. Or you are terrified of a meeting that is happening next week, playing out 100 different scenarios where everything goes wrong. You are exhausted, but you cannot find the off switch. This is the modern plague of overthinking. It is a mental prison, and you are both the prisoner and the guard. You might think this anxiety is a unique product of our busy, modern lives. But 2,000 years ago, the Stoic philosopher Seneca saw the exact same sickness in the people of Rome. He wrote a letter to his friend Lucilius that contains perhaps the most important medical prescription for the anxious mind. He said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Think deeply about that. How many disasters have you imagined in your life? How many tragedies have you written in your head? And how many of them actually came true? Most of the things we fear are like fog. From a distance, they look solid, thick, and impenetrable. But when you actually walk into them, they are nothing but mist. You walk right through them, but the fear you felt before walking through, that was real pain. Okay. When you overthink, you are paying interest on a debt that you do not even owe. You are borrowing trouble from a future that may never exist. So, how do we stop this cycle? How do we build a mind that is an inner citadel, impenetrable to these phantom worries? The Stoics offered us a 4-step path to silence the noise. The first step is to understand the dichotomy of control. This is the foundation of all peace. Epictetus, the slave who became a philosopher, taught that there are only 2 categories of things in this world: things up to us and things not up to us. Your thoughts, your actions, your character, and your integrity. These are yours. They are the only things you can control. Everything else, your reputation, the economy, the weather, the opinions of others, and even the outcome of your hard work belongs to fortune. When you overthink, it is usually because you are trying to control something that is not yours. You are worried about what your boss thinks. You cannot control his thoughts. You are worried about getting sick. You can eat healthy, but you cannot control your genetics. When you try to control the uncontrollable, you are begging for anxiety. The Stoic archer aims his arrow with perfect focus. That is his control. Once the arrow leaves the bow, if the wind blows it off course, he does not cry. He accepts it. Focus on the arrow, not the wind. The second step is to strip away the judgment. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor who carried the weight of the world, used a technique called objective representation. When we face a problem, we usually wrap it in a story. We say, "This person insulted me. It is a catastrophe. I am humiliated." The Stoic strips away the story. Someone said a word. That is a fact. Sound waves hit your ears. That is physics. Your brain interpreted the sound. That is biology. Where is the insult? The insult exists only in your judgment of the event. If you remove the judgment, you remove the pain. Stop telling yourself horror stories about your own life. Stick to the raw facts. Facts are usually manageable. Stories are what kill us. The third step is premeditation of evils. This sounds counterintuitive. If we are anxious, why should we think about bad things? The Stoic does not worry. He prepares. Anxiety is vague fear. It whispers, "What if?" The Stoic answers the question loudly. What if I lose my job? Well, then I will find another one. I have skills. I will survive. What if they laugh at me? Then I will learn who my true friends are. When you look your monster in the eye and ask, "Is this the absolute worst you can do?" the monster shrinks. You realize that you are stronger than you thought. You have survived 100% of your bad days so far. You are resilient. The final step is to return to the present moment. The past is dead. It cannot be touched. The future is not yet born. It cannot be lived. You only have this microsecond of time. Seneca said, two elements must be rooted out once for all: the fear of future suffering and the recollection of past suffering. The latter no longer concerns me, and the former concerns me not yet. Stop living in a time zone that does not exist. Look around you right now. Are you in immediate physical danger? You being attacked? Probably not. You are sitting in a chair. You are breathing. You are safe. The problem is not in the room with you. It's only in your head. The next time the storm of overthinking starts to rise, remember, you are the gatekeeper of your mind. Do not let these unauthorized thoughts enter your citadel. Anchor yourself in the present. Focus on what you can control. Let go of the rest. If you are ready to build a mind that cannot be shaken, subscribe to the Inner Citadel. We walk this path together.